Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee and Chat with Hallee Bridgeman. I'm so happy you could join me. I have my cup of coffee in my big giant Monday mug that one of my kids got me for Christmas this year. And welcome to the first Monday Morning Coffee and Chat of 2020. I have been rather absent. I had a good friend who came home from the hospital under hospice care down in Alabama, and I went down there to help her husband take care of her, and she died yesterday as I'm recording this. I am recording because Greg and I are leaving Monday to go back to Alabama. So I got home last night. I'm here for the weekend at home, and then we're leaving back again to go Monday. So her name is Carrie, and she is Scott and Jonathan's godmother. Her husband, Gary, is their godfather. He and Greg were deployed to Afghanistan together with the 20th Special Forces Group, and are the kind of war buddies that make them closer than blood brothers. And so going and taking care of her was absolutely like, a way to love on both of them. So I'll tell you a little bit about Carrie. So Carrie taught special needs in a elementary school when I met her. And then eventually she did she taught math in a high school. So she's really quite brilliant. And she was at our house visiting one time when Kaylee was like in fourth grade, which would make her 9 or 10. She was probably 9. And Kaylee had just gotten, that's the year back then. I don't know how it works now, but they had just started doing the written portion of the standardized testing, and she had gotten the lowest possible score. So it was a number system. I want to say 1 through 4, and she'd gotten a 1. And I was really confused about that because Kaylee has always been very intelligent and she tests well. And Carrie just happened to be there at the time when this conversation was happening. And so she said, here's her problem. She read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe when she was 4. And that's just how early of a reader Kaylee was. And so she went from one-word board books straight into full-length chapter novels. And she read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and she read Harry Potter, and she just consumed books, like consumed them. Like in her 3rd and 4th grade class, she had the same teacher. They had like this ice cream cone, and then you're supposed to do scoops for every book you read. And the goal was to get 10 scoops on your ice cream cone or something. And so there was like this wall with all the kids. And so she put Kaylee on the top because Kaylee went around the room with her ice cream scoops. And so it's just how it was. She still is a reader. And so, so Carrie said, here's the problem. When her brain was being formed as a child, well, she was still a child, but I mean, as a young child, you skipped a part. You went from little baby board books to full-length chapter novels, and she never had this connectivity happen that developed the storytelling part of her brain, which was very strange to hear, because you would think, oh, it's wonderful that your child is 4 years old and reading, C.S. Lewis. So she took us to a Barnes and Noble and into the children's section, and went and got these Caldecott award-winning books. And I know the one that I remember for sure was called The Postman's Letters. And there was like 4 of these Caldecott award-winning books that were all amazingly illustrated, and the pictures told this much of a story as the words did. And she said, you need to sit down with her every single night, and you need to read every one of these, and you need to let her take her time looking at the pictures while you're reading, and we'll reset her brain. We'll get that storytelling part back. And we did it. And Kaylee ate it up because she was back in mommy's lap, getting read to again. And it absolutely 100% changed her She started getting whatever that, if it was 1 through 4, she started getting 4s. And she never looked back. This woman, now she's writing master's papers for her master's degree. And she has that writing ability that came from Carrie saying, okay, here's the psychological reason why it's not working. Here's how we reset that. And she's just been an integral part of my parenting, my entire parenting. Like, she's always been there with words and knowledge and love for my children. And so Greg and I are headed back down. As you're watching this, we're getting ready to leave, and we'll be down there to minister to Gary and attend the funeral and see their family. So thanks for letting me share some Carrie with you. And you guys have a great week. And next week, I will do what I should have done the first week in January, which is I want to talk about my goals for 2022. So God bless you, and I will see you next week.